Hi BookTube, this is Johnny. I'm going to make a video, and the object of this video is basically I want to show you, BookTube world, my thrift store finds for the last couple of weeks. I'm tired of looking at these stacks of books. A new week is coming upon us, and I want to get all these used books down into our lower level where our main library is. So I want to do that. I don't want to, they're just stacking up, and I'm tired of looking at them. First of all, today is a Friday. It is 8:15 at night. It is the 26th of January here in West Michigan. I volunteer at the Library Used Bookstore, and those books that I had set aside were priced, and I bought them today. And these are the ones I got from the Book Nook today. These are the letters of Nancy Mitford and Evelyn Waugh, edited by Charlotte Mosley. I collect the writings of Nancy Mitford and the writings of Evelyn Waugh. I bought James McNeill Whistler, Beyond the Myth. This is a biography. Whistler was a very famous painter. This is by Ronald Anderson and Anne Koval. And then I bought this book, The Making of the President, 1960, A Narrative History of American Politics and Action, by Theodore H. And then I bought this Kennedy. I think this is a biography, a political, maybe it's just looking at the political career of John F. Kennedy. This is by Theodore H. Sorensen, Special Counsel to the Late President. And then I bought this this is on the British writer Daniel Defoe, Master of Fictions by Maximillian E. Novak. So I got those at the Book Nook. When I was at the Book Nook today, I read God's Glory and Salvation Through Judgment of Biblical Theology by James M. Hamilton, Jr. I mentioned I was going to get books in the mail from Reformed Heritage Books in Grand Rapids. They came in the mail today. I bought From Heaven He Came and Sought Her, Definitive Atonement in Historical, Biblical, Theological, and Pastoral Perspective, edited by David Gibson and Jonathan Gibson. And then I got volume 5 of the works of William Perkins in the mail today. These are the thrift store finds from the last couple weeks. This is a memoir of Gould Hall. This is volume 1. There's a 2-volume. I didn't know that when I bought it. Gould Hall was the Secretary of State under the administration of Roosevelt, FDR. Then I found this novel a couple of weeks ago in a thrift store by Elizabeth Bowen, The Death of the Heart. I collect the writings of Elizabeth Bowen, and I found a novel by Barry Ainsworth. I collect his novels. This is The Land of Marbles, a novel by him. This is a biography by Tom Rees, The Black Count, Glory, Revolution, and Betrayal, and the Real Count of Monte Cristo. This is on the life of Dumas, Alex Dumas, who wrote The Three Musketeers and The Count of Monte Cristo. This is a travel book, Paris to the Past, Traveling Through French History by Train, by Ina Caro. This is a very famous book, The Structures of Scientific Revolutions, by Thomas S. Cohen. This is the diary of Forster. I think Forster was, I think he was a Secretary of Defense under Truman and also Roosevelt. These are his diaries. This is a biography on Jacob Espen, Demons and Angels, A Life of Jacob Espen by June Rose. He was a very famous sculptor. This is volume 2, A Frenchman in Lincoln's America. This is a little memoir written by a French aristocrat who came to America from 1864 and 1865, and he just wrote about what he observed in America at that time period. This is only volume 2. I don't have volume 1. I have this. This is Spooner by Pete Dexter. This is a book on the relative theory by Einstein. Einstein's Universe, Gravity at Work and Play by A. Zine. This is on physics. This is another book by Stephen J. Gould, The Living Stones of Marrakech, Pendleman Reflections in Natural History. This is a book by Harrison S. Salisbury, Black Night and White Snow, Russia's Revolutions, 1905 to 1947. I have several books by him. 900 Days of the Siege of Stalingrad. This is a novel by Annie Prunex, The Old Ace in the Hole. Short stories by Sam Lipstick, The Fun Parts. This is a novel that takes place during the Spanish Civil War. The Creator's Map by Emilio Calderon. And then this is a biography on the cartoonist for the New Yorker, Thurber. I think his name was. This is a biography by Burton Bernstein on the cartoonist for the New Yorker. I think his name was Thurber, James Thurber. Can't remember right now, but I collect books on the New Yorker, and he was a cartoonist for the New Yorker for many years. So those are the things I found at thrift stores the last couple of weeks. Just want to show them so I can get them down the lower level. Like I said, I don't plan to read these. I'm a book collector. I might read some of these someday, where I might resell them at a book sale when I'm really super old, if I live to be in my 80s. I just have this thing about collecting books, and so I thought I'd just show them so I can put them away. Today, like I said, I just went to the Book Nook and I looked at God's Glory and Salvation Through Judgment. I came home. I got a bunch of Atlantic magazines that I read at the Book Nook. And when I came home, I looked at BookTube and I wrote in my online diaries. I watched the birds, wrote in my diary. I watched a movie I had taped on our smart TV, Jackie Brown, an old film. That's about it. And tonight, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I've been up since 10 to 6. I might just sit in the dark, listen to some music, put these books away. And tomorrow's a Saturday. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know that it's all in God's sovereign plan. So yeah, I'm kind of liking the death of Christ, the definitive atonement. Definitive atonement means that when Christ went to the cross, He died for the elect. He didn't die for all of mankind. He died for His church. He died for His people.